Markelle, outside of your the limited minutes you had against Miami during the team's playoff run, how much did you want to be out there helping your teammates, during those games?
A lot. I mean, I feel like any competitor or anybody else on our team that was on the bench, I mean, anytime you see a competitive moment in front of you, you really want to be out there. But my spirits were there. I was there with my teammates, cheering on whoever was on the court at the time, just making sure I could help in any way I could. So.
Markelle, seeing all these other rookies making huge impacts like Jason and Ben and Donovan, does this motivate you to want to come back next year and put your stamp on the game like they did?
For sure. I mean, I can't wait to go through the summer and just improve on all aspects of my game and grow both on and off the court, and then come back next year and put my stamp on it, like you said.
Markelle, what kind of feedback did you get in your exit interview, and what are some of the goals that you were given for the summer?
I mean, I got a lot of positive feedback just about everything that I did this year. I mean, the goals that I set and the stuff I did that made history this year. And then just some of the things, just keep improving on everything, all aspects of my game, and then just my body-wise even getting better, stronger, which I had goals for myself too. So just little things like that.
Markelle, in terms of strengthening your shoulder and developing range on your jump shot, where is that at right now?
It's pretty good, really. I mean, I'm not all the way there, but I definitely have a lot more work to do. Even if I was 100%, I would still want to get better. So the grind starts now, just to keep working and getting better each and every day.
Markelle, why was this season so challenging to you, and what do you think the reasons for that were?
I mean, season challenging. I mean, obviously I had injuries. I had stuff that I had to go over. I mean, it was God's plan. That's the way it happened, and I think I dealt with it fine, and that's how it was.
Markelle, how tough was it, and how were you dealing with all the outside noise during the playoffs while you weren't getting in the games and Jason Tatum was performing the way that he was?
I think I've been going through stuff like this my whole life, really. Just everybody going against the odds, really, and a whole bunch of outside noise. I don't really look to it. I'm with my team. I'm with my family. That's all I really care about in myself. All the other stuff doesn't really matter to me about what they think or what other people have to say. I'm just worried about how my team's doing, how my coaches and teammates look at me, and how I look at myself.
Markelle, from your point of view, watching the guys on the court against Miami and then Boston, what was your takeaway from the Sixers play in the playoffs?
It was a very physical game. I mean, I think we learned that the playoffs is very physical. You can't look for fouls, and every possession means a lot, really. I mean, it comes down to every possession, so just can't take anything for granted. You got to be locked in the whole time, and that's pretty much it.
Markelle, it's no secret that Ben and Joel look like they really benefited from taking mental reps and having a year to be in the NBA. Obviously, you were able to get onto the court, but how much were you able to just kind of learn by being on an NBA team and being on the bench every day and watching those guys play?
A lot. I mean, even being in practice with these guys, just being able to practice with them, learn stuff, and then when I go out to the games, the time I was sitting out, I was able to see stuff from a different perspective, see the guys that were open when we ran plays, see the defensive spots that you needed to be in. So it helped me a lot, more than I think somehow if I was on the court. So I'm very happy with what I learned over this period of time.
Seeing what Ben and Joel can do and how they affected the team, in a perfect world, if everything came together with you and your skill set, what do you think that would add, and where do you think that would take this team?
I mean, first of all, those guys did an unbelievable job this year of just going out there playing as hard as they could and obviously showing you their talents. But I mean, coming back next year, I think once I join that and just go out there, I think it just takes us to the next step. I mean, obviously, the stuff we did this year was nobody thought we were going to do. So coming in next year, we got bigger expectations and everything. So I just can't wait to put my foot on it.
Markelle, do you plan on playing Summer League?
That's something me and coach and them hasn't discussed yet, but my biggest goal this year is just to improve in any way I can, really. So if that's what we all feel like is best for me, I'm for sure looking forward to doing it. But whatever's going to help me get better this year, that's all I'm looking forward to.
Markelle, what did Brian say about the book that he gave you?
He just said he wanted me to read it. He gave it to everybody, and it's just an overview of how this organization and everything, how it can help everything, and sort of what we're going through right now. So I'm looking forward to reading it and figuring out more about it.
Markelle, after this tough season, what are you looking to prove to people next year with a clean slate?
I'm just looking to prove that I belong to be here, really. I don't have anything like to go out there and prove, just that I'm an NBA player and just go out there and prove why I'm here.
Markelle, what is your offseason going to look like? Where are you going to be? What are you going to be focusing on?
My off season looks like just a lot of reps in the gym, of just doing everything from conditioning to basketball workouts, and then I'm not really sure where I'm going to be at yet, but just in the gym grinding, and then off the court, just my eating habits and getting my body right.
I know you kind of spoke about it, just kind of like being able to sit out and observe and even being in practices, but maybe even some of the relational off-the-court stuff, how much was being integrated with the team? How much did that help you kind of get through everything that you had to deal with this year?
I think it was one of the biggest things that helped me get through this year, really just having all the teammates from TJ all the way down to the starters from Ben, Joel. I mean, everybody on the team. We talked every day. We had a close relationship. It almost felt like I was in college. Just being able to hang out with guys off the court, go out to eat, go out, stuff like that. I mean, the relationship I built with these guys were probably their lifelong relationships now that I have with these guys, that they know I have their back and they have my back. So I'm very glad I got a chance to be on this team and be with these group of guys.